Welcome back to Myth Speaker, everyone. In our last session, we got. I don't think recruited is quite the right word, but asked to help out in the wake of Dintonian's funeral games and the sending off of the spirits and the strange meteor streaking by overhead and causing some interesting reactions. You all were asked by Terpsime, as a representative of the Philosopher's Council, to join an expedition west to the nearby island of Eupherae, where it seems that meteor landed, to investigate. Figure out what exactly was up with it, what's going on, so we can make sure the people of Pol-Bailax don't feel the need to panic. It's a meteor. Meteors fall on occasion. They don't necessarily usually fall this close, but hey, surely not an omen of anything bad happening, right?
Right.
Of course. So, for your journey here, you were set up with the vessel known as the Tide Hunter, a I don't want to say ancient because that also feels wrong. It is quite an old vessel. Its captain, Yasminai, having been the captain of it for some 3 centuries or so at this point, acting as a merchant vessel primarily around the Iblydos archipelago. As she had recently arrived in Bailax, she was hired by the council to provide passage for you guys to reach this island of Eupherae. It was not a particularly long voyage, about half a day on the boat, giving you guys some time to get to know some of the other crew members, to speak with the other exploration teams, as 3 people you know, Sapple, Dikaios, and Fell, all were also asked to come along, and each of them are leading 2 or 3 other individuals in small exploration teams for the island. But on your journey here, you had a minor run-in, so to speak, with perhaps that beast that Arias has been hunting rumors of for quite some time, and realized, oh, holy fuck, that's actually a lot bigger than we thought it would be. A massive sea serpent, some few 100 feet in length, bringing with it an entire change to the nearby weather and causing, quite frankly, minimal damage to the ship, thanks in no small part to your own and the rest of the crew's efforts to prevent the loss of supplies and the damaging of the ship. After arriving, you set up your beach camp, took a rest here, and decided to head out on the following morning to begin your investigations into the island. You all kind of being voted to be put in charge, deciding which group explores where on the island each given day. Of course, making sure one remains at the camp to keep watch and protect it in case something comes up. So you had Dikaios and Fell's teams sort of do the closest explorations, while you guys ventured a bit further inland to the highest point with the small, more mountainous terrain to try and see if you could get a visual of where the meteor landed. Strangely, perhaps not finding any clues to where its landing point was, but coming across an Iblydan hind, a not necessarily mythological creature, but a well-known and storied beast of Iblydos that is known for guiding heroes, so to speak. You did your best to keep up with it, to follow it as it bounded away from you, but as it jumped over a stream, you guys found yourselves unable to keep up, unfortunately, and it vanished into the wilderness. You guys came back for the evening, and that is where we are picking back up as all of the groups are sort of sharing what they learned and found through the day. Dikaios' team, they found a few small items here and there, like small chipped and broken artifacts, perhaps, of people that were perhaps at one time living on this island, while Fell's team came across an actual set of ruins, what appeared to be some sort of village somewhat near the water, but they didn't do too deep explorations into it, considering there were some quite large crabs there that seemed to be angry. They decided better not antagonize the local wildlife if we don't need to. So we'll come report it and let you guys decide if it is worth yourselves or one of the groups trying to take on those crabs and see what the village might have to offer. We are picking back up in the late afternoon as you have all returned. There's not a ton of time to do any further like outwards expeditions or explorations, but if you have anything you'd like to do at camp, any people you'd like to specifically talk to, you are more than welcome to.
Um, I don't just want to check in, see the mood of everybody. Don't have a specific individual I would like to speak to.
Yeah. Everyone seems in generally good spirits. You've done one day of exploration, and already some things have been found. You guys found a storied beast. Ruins were found, some small, particularly valuable, but still existing artifacts from quite some time ago, at a quick estimate, have been discovered. So,
Actually, I take back. There is one individual I'd like to check in with. Vacloia, the
yeah,
not Medusa. Is she like making some crazy contraption on the beach?
no, Vicloya is not doing any sort of craziness here on the beach. She's actually spent most of the day building small fortifications, little like spike walls to keep around the edge of the camp just to help in case something funky happens. She'll probably spend like the next day or so out at the Tide Hunter, making sure the vessel remains in good repair and all that. And she probably wouldn't bring any of her work here to the beach. That would just remain on the Tide Hunter.
This is what we call foreshadowing.
Ballista aimed at the island. Don't question why.
Oh,
No question. Oh
okay.
no.
Nothing wrong with being prepared. Scathos, Arius, anything in particular the two of you would like to do in the evening?
Um, just plant the tree.
Not the tree.
Yeah.
Classic.
That this is the type of hero gods we're going to be known as, the olive tree hero gods.
Yeah, we plant it next to the one that we planted last night.
All right, I'm gonna note it down now that one of your guys' hero god title is going to be the Father of Olives.
Yes.
That would be great. I mean, what else did they intend by giving this item as an option?
You know, good point. I don't know what they were thinking making this item exist. It is quite fun.
Well,
You continue to begin your process of growing an olive orchard here on the beach. Not a particularly good place for olive trees to thrive, but they'll last for some time, I suppose.
this is an awesome
That's like,
magic
wait,
item.
it grows magically, right? So does that mean it can grow on like unsuitable terrain for
Yes, but I
that
would
plant?
imagine it will not survive long after that, since the
Mm,
magic is
okay.
then sort of
Yeah, it becomes a normal olive
Right.
tree after 8 hours.
Fills into the cutting
Right.
that
Okay. So it'll
drops.
probably start dying.
Yes. So
Well.
these trees will definitely last probably while you guys are here. I mean, no promises about their chances of survival after you leave.
How about the next time we reconnoiter, we'll like look for olive arable land and we'll plant it there.
Hold on, let me Google
Yeah,
real
we could
quick.
try that.
Kind of terrain do olives grow in?
It's kind of like arid, like
Yeah, dry.
like California type of
Oh, ew.
Grease.
climate, right?
Too much rain will kill them, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Or if we see any others on the island, then that's a sign.
So apparently excess moisture is the biggest threat to olive trees, and you've been planting them on the beach.
Don't worry about it.
We're not going to think on that too hard.
Wait, we could use it for firewood.
All right, then.
Jericho, forget Celis. We have our infinite source of wood right here.
Boy, they really did just take the wood kineticist and said, what if we made it an item? Infinite trees, but only one a day.
It was really funny what he did with that. It reminded me of that one Naruto character that could do all the wood. I forget his name. Yamato,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, Yamato or Harashima, the first
Yeah,
Hokage.
yeah,
I
yeah.
never watched Naruto,
Yes.
so I don't know what you're talking about. Anywho,
Well,
Shame.
No.
Celis was in it.
there's nothing wrong
Anything
with
this
that.
beach will be like a great center for adventurers in 100 years. What is this graveyard of olive trees?
You have to take a branch
One
with
day
you. You go on a pilgrimage.
True.
The DM could put a bunch of those new olive leshies.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look, you guys have to build, once you are full hero gods, get your holy site, just start planting a bunch of olive trees. And we'll figure something out with it.
The one on at Interpsme's yard will be a part of a famous places tour in Pol-Bailax.
This is where the story of our new hero gods began. And this olive
Yep.
tree.
Don't we make a cult later on?
There are options for building your effective following. Cult rules. Once you
Gonna
become
be
hero
some weird
gods.
olive
Wow.
traditions, all right?
Yeah.
Your cultists are just gonna be like olive oil makers.
Hey,
Well,
I
Please,
love this
God,
idea.
bless my olives. This campaign's gonna
I love
go
this idea.
off the rails
Wouldn't-
far too quickly.
Wouldn't be one of the weirdest hero god like domains or whatever. So
You know what? Fair enough. We've got hero gods
be
of
a
like
lion, like
tragedy and sacrifice, ones of being a lion, ones of
Come on.
promises, ones of lighthouses. We've got a god of olives.
But
It's
I
delightful.
didn't have anything else specifically to do.
Sure.
I guess I will just help set up camp.
Absolutely.
Help.
That's a great thing. Camp's
put up a
basically
fence
set up
and-
at this point, so you just
Oh,
get to
right, we were gone all
chill
day.
out.
Yeah.
Because you arrived yesterday.
What was that bill doing
Yeah.
They were guarding the
Fishing?
camp today.
the whole time?
What are we
Yeah.
having for dinner? Fish. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got
And all
some
the
local fish. And, some olives.
That one olive is like eating
Excellent.
a whole meal.
Precisely, then the fish remains for us. We've got the rations from the ship, of course, so we've got plenty of food for now.
I totally forgot that you pretty much have to cure olives to eat them, right? So the
Yeah,
normal
these
ones
ones
you
are
can't just
magic.
eat. Okay, the magic ones, I guess, but you
don't
you
care
have to
about
like basically pickle them. I don't know.
I'm not an olive pickler, I wouldn't know.
Well, I just Google it and you have to soak them in water because they're too bitter.
My day job is running RPG games, not knowing the ins and outs of growing and selling and eating olives.
Well.
Anyway,
It is now.
feels like I'm running Call of Cthulhu again, just researching the most random of shit.
Yeah.
Which group would you guys like to take over the watch for tonight? You guys did watch last night. So, who would you like keeping watch tonight?
Do you guys just want to start with Sapo, then go to Dikaios, and then Fel?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure, yeah.
Damn, you guys hate Sapple so much. They
Well,
got
they
the
were doing
day
the
job
boring
of
stuff all
guarding,
day.
and now they have to stay up at night too.
Did they get into
We're
any
extra
fights?
tired.
They did not. No, nothing happened at camp all
Okay,
day.
well,
It was very
there you
boring.
go.
There you go.
They do the watch. You know, if you get attacked during the day, you don't do the watch.
That how it works. All
No,
right.
no.
Thankfully, the night passes in peace. You think. Everyone wakes up in the morning. You're all alive, not missing any body parts.
Mhm.
Everything seems normal as you come to consciousness. Feel free to go ahead and take your long rest. Ooh, that's one we haven't seen before, I don't think.
Nice.
Not Faye.
Oh, that's the fun spell.
It's a horrifying laugh. Ah, Trickster's Mirrors. That is a fun spell. Alrighty. And as daily prep comes to an end, everyone finishes breakfast, gets ready to begin heading out. Do you guys want to reconnoiter where today?
Jericho, you said hexes like this we don't need to reconnoiter, correct?
I would basically say it would be a best idea if it is at least like 50% land on the hex. If not, maybe not the highest priority.
Okay, so which was it? Dikaios' group that found the crab village? Oh no, it was Fel.
Take a look where it says Village
Yeah.
Ruins.
Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we have why don't we do this one, and this one for the other teams?
For one team has to remain at base camp.
Okay, then this one and this one, and then we go fuck up the crab
Oh, we
village.
go.
Yeah, we can go explore the crab village.
Yeah, you guys want to...
Oh, sure.
Just want to... Village Ruins. Okay, so...
Oh, and then we also reconnoiter it again, basically.
Yeah, you bait.
Okay.
Because there's no guarantee each group will find everything. I'm rolling for each group as they reconnoiter, so there is every chance they will not find things, and it could be worthwhile to have multiple teams reconnoiter the same hex. So, you guys will be reconnoitering this one today. Which teams do you want reconnoitering which hex? Who's going to be remaining at the camp today?
Well, let's not have Sapple remain at camp today. Let's let them explore.
Maybe
Oh.
one of the ones you mentioned was coastal, right? Maybe Fel can do that one since she's
Yeah,
a strong
this one.
swimmer. And then Zacchaeus can stay this time or something.
Okay, yeah, then Sapple can do that one.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's do that then.
Don't need to copy paste Sapple. He can just sit
Although I
his
guess
ass right here.
Zacchaeus maybe also knows how to swim because he was a sailor, but
He was in fact a sailor.
he wasn't a free diver. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Well, he made it to shore. He got past the octopi and the Sidoctes.
True.
And it did really well with a javelin for no good reason.
Yeah, and then he was so chill. He was like, "I'll join the competition the next day."
Yeah.
Okay.
My guys are safe. Everyone's alive, at least who survived. So let's just party. I don't know.
Do it.
All right. Well, if you guys want to go ahead and give me perception check to reconnoiter from someone, and any other major like exploration actions you would like to take. You got one person basically heading the actual reconnoiter role. People can aid that if they would like. If they'd like to do
Scoffos.
other things, they may.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
Scoffos
could one of
got high
us?
wisdom.
Yeah.
Is reconnoitering hidden?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, because it is a. It's effectively a seek action.
I'll do investigate.
Okay.
What it? I guess can I also either seek or investigate? Not
If
sure.
you would like to be searching normally, you are certainly welcome to. If you'd like to be
Sure.
investigating, you may as well. You may also aid Scophos's reconnoitering if you would like.
Yeah, I will. Investigate is that's not recall knowledge, right? What is
Investigate
the?
is recall knowledge.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay, I will do that then. Actually,
Sounds good.
although it should help reconnoiter. I'll do that because I have.
Realize you guys don't actually have tokens on this map, so you can't really use the basic action macros. Let me fix that. Oh lord, your tokens are gonna be fucking huge.
We take up
Hmm.
entire
Oh my
hex
god.
spaces. Holy shit!
There's.
Damn, we're titans.
That's funny.
Exploration is funky like that. It's when we're looking at token size.
This is a puzzle. How do we fit all on this island without touching the water?
Yeah, there you go.
Honestly, probably
Well,
not that
Aureus-
hard.
Aureus is definitely going to have to go to the lower part of the island.
Ta-da! Just like that, easy. Everyone's
Wow.
on the island.
This is how the territory will be divided when we're here.
Right, your
guys.
lantern makes this shit so bright. I gotta turn that off. Nothing against you, but actually, no, everything against you. How dare you?
My lantern. I didn't roll yet because I. Okay,
Not
whatever.
my
I'll just investigate.
lantern. I'll put Cyrus over there because
Yeah.
they're not here today. Ton, you may give me your investigate roll as well.
Okay. Oh, dang it. It's just a recall knowledge roll. I keep looking for an investigate button.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me check one thing very quickly here. Alrighty. There will be some things found by the other groups, of course, but first and foremost, we've got what you guys are doing. As you spend the majority of the early part of the day kind of searching the surrounding area, gradually encroaching in towards the village ruins, which are a bit more coastal than I have them positioned on the map, but hey, who cares? As you approach the village, it is... When Fel said ruins, she was not exaggerating. These are the barely standing, scattered remains of what were once wooden buildings. There's sort of a loose gravel path that weaves through them. And you can tell enough of their structure that maybe some of them were homes at some point. You see one near the center that's got a like hanging and cracked maybe tavern sign from it. Sort of a long pavilion stretching by the sea itself, and some perhaps like rotting docks. There's a general sort of smell, aside from the saltiness of the air, of old fish that you are catching. But I suppose I will go ahead and pop you guys onto a map so you may see that even better.
Okay.
Island.
Okay.
Beachfront property.
All right.
I'm gonna go over here.
I'm sure this is worth a lot. Did Fel
Hey
give
guys,
any
I
other
found
details
some,
about
found something over
about the
here.
crabs? She said they were like in the. I assume they were in the buildings, maybe.
Yes. Okay, well, Ton's rushing forward real quick. I need to know where everyone is when
I'll
Ton
back
reaches
up
that
if you want
point.
me to.
No. You
Okay,
rushed straight to that building. You made your choice.
gotcha.
So,
I walked
when...
around behind this one to
Sure.
look over here.
Yeah, it is when Ton sort of reaches the entry point of this building that I need everyone to fully determine where they are.
Probably. I don't know if there's anything in this other one, but I probably went around the corner to look in between them. So
Yeah, absolutely.
maybe here.
As you guys are beginning to look around, Arias, you head to this larger building that had the sort of cracked, maybe tavern sign on it. As you approach and get a closer look, the words on it have been long faded to illegibility, probably by like the sea breeze and the salt it carries. You see inside at a quick glance as you approach around, because an entire wall, really like a wall and two chunks of the other walls, have collapsed. There's still a bit of roof over top, but you can sort of see the interior, the remains of maybe what was once a bar, maybe a couple storage shelves here and there, but definitely something that has not seen use in quite some time. On in Scophos, as you head over to this building, with its entire eastern side completely blown off, timbers scattered amongst the low tide. Looks to be maybe what would have been a building used for storage at some point. There is a lot of material, some punctured sacks on the ground. The smell of like rotten vegetables comes from. There's a crate or two that are broken and busted up. The smell of rotten fish is probably the strongest coming from this building. But this is also where you catch your first glimpse of crabs. Specifically, a massive crab, which I love its artwork because it has its little minions, and that's just precious. That is kind of picking at the bones of something that was definitely larger. Quick glance, they don't necessarily look like humanoid bones, some sort of creature. There's still bits of flesh that are being picked at as well on them. But as you approach and step up to the edge of the building and see this crab, it simultaneously takes notice of you. And it is immediately going to sort of drop the bit of bone it's got in one of its pincers and begin scuttling towards you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
It's a pair of giant crabs.
Are these legendary beast crabs?
No, these are just crabs.
Damn it.
Um,
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because there's crabs the size of humans in the real world.
Yes,
Really?
indeed.
I guess it's mainly the deep sea ones, right?
It's the Japanese spider crab. Its limbs are
Oh
like
God.
6 to 7 feet long. Yeah. Oddly enough, they're real gentle and just mind their own business. It's us
Oh,
humans that go in and fuck up their environment.
I really
And
roll a 1.
Yes, unfortunately. As these crabs, this one crab you see for now at least, begins to scuttle towards you, Array's going to hold off on your free recall knowledge because you cannot necessarily perceive any of these enemies right now. But Ton, since you were
Right.
investigating, you may go ahead and give me a recall knowledge about the crabs.
okay, there we go.
These are indeed large crabs.
Okay.
What questions do you got about them?
Uh, active abilities.
Active abilities. Yeah, these are crabs. You know they're going to be capable of grabbing creatures with their claws and then constricting them, crushing them as they hold on to them. You also know they are capable of sort of scuttling to the side when they are targeted with an attack, effectively attempting to dodge the blow.
Okay.
They do, however, after that attack resolves, get to make a full move, whether they dodge the attack or not.
Okay. Then I'm gonna also use my free action to rage.
By all means.
Where is that? Use.
And while you guys did not roll particularly well on initiative, the crabs did.
Now, of course.
Of course. And it is the one that is unnoticed so far that acts first. As Arias, you would actually be the first one to see another crab sort of scuttling out of this building over here, seemingly in reaction to this other crab being moving. Ton and Scophos perhaps beginning to call out about what they're seeing. It is going to, with 2 actions, move over to here, sort of scuttling around the outside of this building, quite rapidly, almost tracking towards you, and is going to approach and immediately attempt to clamp onto your ankles, Ton, with one of its massive pincers. Why did you write C in chat?
I was trying to open my character sheet.
Ah, classic. I am going to miss. Thankfully, not
Okay.
quite with a first grip able to get through your armor. Just like you feel it press around, but not actually able to crush into it.
Yeah, the giant centipede carapace doing its work.
However, the other crab now gets to go.
All right.
And it is 100% going to rush up to you and make a claw strike as well.
Of course.
Of course. Why wouldn't it? And this one, perhaps noticing from its compatriot that it needs to use a bit more force than it normally would, does manage to fully crush through your armor and is going to deal 13 points of slashing damage to you as it does so, before attempting to hold on to you and grabbing you with that claw. Which I believe a 26 will succeed on.
Mm-hmm.
You have been got by the crab, sir, as this one clamps onto you and begins to crush. Scophos, as you see this, you are the first to act out of the group.
Okay. You have your weapon out, right, Tom?
Oh yeah, I've got it two-handed, but I'm grabbed.
I don't think that stops you from attacking, does it?
It does not.
Don't I have to do a flat check?
Only if you are making a manipulate action. Attacking is not a manipulate action.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this then.
Oh no. How
On
could you do
Ton.
this?
Oh, thank you.
And
Well.
then with my last
Nice.
action, I will do this on Ton.
Okay.
Thank you.
My crabs. As you unleash a bit of divine magic, uh, this magic you unleash does not seem to come from the spirits you allow to inhabit your body. As you focus on Ton and are unleashing the runic weapon, it is perhaps almost instinctual at this point that another spell layers on top of it that heals his wounds. Uh, it is magic that I believe you are perhaps unfamiliar
Yeah,
with
I've never done it
somewhat.
before. And I think Aureus would see like maybe on his back, like some light coming out of underneath his shirt.
Be great if
From
Arrayus could
Scoffos
see
when he
you.
does that.
No, I didn't know. I could see her, so I didn't know.
Oh,
Arrayus is
yeah, I
too
can only
far around
see
the
Ton
building to
and
see
like the
you.
crab.
Never mind then. The crab sees it.
Fantastic.
Or I mean, I could maybe see Scoffos like put his arm on.
Yeah.
Wait, you need to be touching him for that, right?
You
Yeah.
see the arm touching the flash of magic, but you don't necessarily see the source of it, like Scoffos just described. But that is
Mhm.
okay. There will be time for that later, after Ton squishes some crabs.
All right, Mr. Crab. Yeah, we're going for a little bit of that.
Okie doke.
Oh,
And this is why hero
aw.
points exist.
Yeah,
I
as you
thought it
go
was gonna be a
for
20.
an
This is why
intimidating
hero
strike. Thankfully, the plus 10 coming in.
Right.
It's you're so used to fighting out in the open recently that you go to swing down, just whack-a-mole this crab, and there's like a bit of roof that kind of gets in the way. Your Tetsubo catches on it for a moment and just force through the remains and cause it to come crashing down and slam into this crab. For 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and it will become frightened one of you.
And
Nice.
now I'm gonna try to escape.
All right, that's a choice.
Well, I can't
Escape
move. So.
after the attack roll.
Yep. Where's the escape? Escape.
Man is confident in escaping with map. That's a power move if you succeed, good sir.
Prioritize the attack, you know?
Jericho, why is there an escape agile? Like it has
Because
to be set up.
theoretically, if you're using like acrobatics for it, or it's more if you were using your unarmed attack, because free hand is agile in 2E.
Okay. So I don't have free hand, so I
Just
use
use
the other one.
regular.
A -2.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, you are very much stuck in the crab's pincers.
Yeah, I figured. All right.
You try and pull yourself free, and it does not go well, let me tell you.
Freaking crab.
Reyes, you hear the chanting of magic, the flashing of light. You see blood beginning to flow, and Ton slamming his Tetsubo through the roof of the building from over where you are. There's certainly a fight going
Okay.
on.
Yes.
You are measuring from an
I
edge of your
will.
space right now, unfortunately.
Oh, not the center, right?
Well,
Yeah.
it's Foundry V13 Classic. You should be measuring from the center of a space. You're measuring from the center of your token or from an edge because they let you do that.
Ah,
To like choose a center of your space if you want to make sure you get the accurate
I
measurement.
see.
It's real dumb.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
And it
Sorry, I
tries
ask this
to
every time, but how do I move my token along my
spacebar.
thingy?
Should move it. It
Huh?
might not in
Just after normal
V13.
measuring?
Yeah, it might not
Okay,
do
so
that
far it's
anymore.
not, but that's okay. That's
Classic.
okay. Well, okay. Oh, this is so one action, move 25 feet, and then
Now you see what's going on.
yes, need to move closer, but my friends are also standing there, and I won't be able to reach the crab this turn, but that's okay.
In the way a little bit.
Well, oh wait, it tells you how many
It does, yeah.
feet you move total on your turn.
It has integrated keeping
Interesting.
track of it now, which is nice considering
Very
they made the
interesting.
measuring tool worse.
Okay, I will move 25 more feet
Sounds good.
to be. And wait, I haven't heard or seen another crab, right?
You can see
Or
the
did I?
one. There's one in the
Where am I?
building, and you can see, like, it's got its pincers around Ton right now. So you can't necessarily see its body,
Okay.
but you know it's there.
Okay, so the one that attacked him is the one there, and the one that's
Yes.
out that I can see.
They've both attacked. The one outside has failed
Okay.
to do any damage so far.
Okay. Well, I will move then. And I can't, there's no way that I can reach the one that's grabbing him through the building, right?
No,
Like,
no, that wall is still
okay.
fully
Like it's
intact.
not like, okay. And my second action, I'll move here.
Okay.
And then I will exploit vulnerability.
Not on the crabs.
On the crab, yeah. And I should use the macro, right?
Yes, the macro is nice, theoretically.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, well, hot damn.
Cool.
With that, since you get to learn some of their resistances and immunities as well, you would inherently know that these crabs do not have any weaknesses or immunities. However, because of their tough shells, they do have resistance to piercing and slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh no.
Also, one question. After I use exploit vulnerability, is there a way for me to go back and see what I learned from it again in Foundry or no?
Typically, no. Thankfully, I am doing my best to keep track of adding the creatures and what you learn about them to the bestiary, which should be spot like
Okay.
3 on your hotbar.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it can be hard to do that in combat probably, but
I do my damnedest.
okay. Okay, but anyway, this one isn't that bad. Okay, cool. That is my turn, I think.
All right, I believe so. That's
Oh
going to
wait,
bring
do
us...
I also get a recall knowledge when I do
Oh,
that?
you do. What would you like to
yes.
know? Because you don't even roll; you just calculate it. So that is absolutely a
asked-
success.
He learned their
active abilities.
Say active abilities. I guess passive.
Yeah.
Abilities, if anything.
These are crabs. They are notably vulnerable to being knocked down. If they are, let's say, mechanically critically succeeded at an attempt to trip them, they will be fully knocked onto their back and have a particularly hard time defending themselves. So,
Okay.
but that is the only... They're crabs. They don't got a lot special going on.
I feel like you've said they're crabs at least 10 times.
I don't know what you want from me. They're crabs.
What are these again?
They're just
Okay.
big crabs. There's nothing
Any
real
big
unique
crab
about them. You shut up right now. I'm killing you next.
Well,
Which, speaking of, that's going to bring us back to the crabs at the top of the round. With this one not focusing on Ton, I am going to keep my word, and they are going to move and strike at you, Scophos.
Crab.
as it comes rushing forward and will try and grab at you with its claws, but fail to do so. And it's just going to try again, because why not? What could go wrong? A lot. As you manage to dance out of the way of its pincers and avoid being damaged at all. We've got a
Unfortunate for him.
Unfortunate for him?
Unfortunate.
Oh. Yeah, they're sad. They don't know how to feel emotion, though, so it's okay. We've got the one that's currently holding on to Ton. And first thing it's going to do, it's just going to squeeze. So, Ton, would you please give me a fortitude save as it attempts to constrict you? Fantastic. You will go ahead and take half damage here as it crushes its pincer that's holding on to you for a solid 2 damage. So it's going to see that's not particularly effective, and it's going to take its other claw that's not holding anything, open it up, and try and stab it into your chest. Because this is a smart crab. It's only a -4 intelligence as opposed to a -5.
Oh, this is a big bang crab.
It's got a mind. So it is, oh goddamn it, 26. The lay on hands and frightened, preventing that from critting, which is quite nice. But that is going to deal another 14 points of slashing damage to you.
Oh,
We roll minimum damage on the constrict so that we may roll maximum damage on the claw strike. And
Why'd my AC go down to 19?
Because you are grabbed, therefore you are off guard.
Oh, okay.
With its last action, it is going to attempt to maintain the grab on you. Do its best to continue holding you, which it will. Not managing to up into a restrain, and I'm going to praise low-level gameplay and the fact that you're not playing Mahari right now, so I don't have to worry about Aura of Despair. My frightened condition can go down to 0. Hallelujah.
No.
I have ruined that feat for Jericho.
Aura of Despair is that how to make your GM cry feat. Scaphos, we are back to you.
Okay. Well, I kind of know my role here. It's to get the fuck out of the way and let the big bull lady in here.
I suppose so.
I'll move over here.
You're just fully strafing around the crab.
Flanking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give flanking. That's one action. Second action.
How dare you people play smart in my tactical RPG game?
We have to. He's killing Ton.
You're
Freaking crab.
gonna heal my crabs? Thank you.
No, I'm gonna heal Ton
Oh.
for
Thank you.
12.
Yeah. Pretty good. As you strafe around to give Arias a solid chance at a blow and provide Ton a bit of more natural healing magic. Ton, that's going to bring us to you.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to escape from the crab.
First.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Here we go. Escape.
That
Huzzah!
will succeed. You manage to pull yourself free from the crab's claws.
Okay, and, you know...
Are you trained in acrobatics by chance?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a funny thought. Don't worry about it.
All barbarians are trained in athletics.
Acrobatics.
Oh, wow! I can't hear shit. Anyways, here it comes.
Unfortunately, a 14 will not do it. Okay, hero pointing. We hate this crab.
Yes, we do. We hate this crab.
Which I should have mentioned it was going to scuttle, but I forgot to do so, so that is A-okay. It's not like it would matter because 15 points of damage is exactly enough
Nice.
to end that crab's life.
Freaking crab.
As you pull yourself out and, with deep breath and one devastating blow, smash it to smithereens.
Crab.
And bring us to Araeus' turn.
Okay. Thaumaturge question. I need my implement to exploit vulnerability. Do I need to be
Yes.
holding it to apply the damage bonus?
Oh,
I was reading the wording and I'm not sure if I would.
realistically, you don't, I believe, have to be holding it to continue getting it.
Obviously, to do it again, I would need it.
Right. I've not come across a thaumaturge that doesn't consider just having an implement permanently in their hand before, so.
I was thinking of dropping my lantern to try to trip this one because you need a free hand.
Ah. Um, don't believe, because you're, like, your, implements empowerment.
Oh, I guess implements empowerment is
Yes,
that's like how you actually get the damage.
implements
Oh,
empowerment
you don't gain.
gives you additional damage if you are holding your implement. Your personal antithesis
Okay.
is applying a weakness to it, but you are basically getting a plus flat 2 damage through implements empowerment, and that requires you to have the implement in
Right.
your hand.
That's why a
Gotcha.
lot of
Okay.
people say weapon implement is broken.
Weapon implement is quite good. But
Yes,
other implements are also very cool, so
true.
I am
I
a
did consider that one.
personal
That
fan of
one, like, it
Chalice
basically is a
Thaumaturge.
weapon, right?
Yeah, you turn your
Mirror.
weapon into it, which is how you can pretty much guarantee having a free hand,
I like
Yeah.
mirror. It's
Hmm.
infinite teleportation.
or being able to use a two-handed weapon. Mirror is fantastic. Um, I just like
Then,
Chalice because it's hand someone a sippy cup mid combat to heal from. Here you go,
Sip, sip,
friend.
sip, sip. And it
it's
works on
healing,
undead.
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
the Chalice is the healing one.
Okay, then you know what? Um and actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drop my free action to drop my lantern.
Okay.
Um,
Arias really
drop
wants to
my
trip it.
implement. Actually, no, I will place my implement gently because I don't want it to get too dusty. And then I will take a step forward annoyingly, which is an action. Oh wait, do I have to
Either
be
works.
either to be flanking?
As long as you have
And then
one of your squares to filling this square, you
oh
would be
right.
flanking, so it did not matter.
Okay. And then I will uh re try to I will I
Attempt
don't
to
even know,
trip
reach
it.
down and try to trip the crab.
Reach down, grab a leg, and just flip it.
Maybe use my axe to try to trip it with that.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that trip attempt.
And that is athletics.
Yep, there is trip in the basic action macros.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Thankfully. It should be right at the end, pretty much.
okay.
Well, goddamn. Okay. Uh, Go
Nice.
ahead and roll that 1d6 bludgeoning button for me, since you do flip it hard enough that it will take
Sweet.
some damage.
Hey,
Oh
let's
yeah.
go.
The
That
game is
9 damage
compensating you having
from
to run across the map to
tripping?
get here.
Yeah, true.
Okay. As you flip the crab onto its back here, um, slamming it down onto the ground. I'm going to leave this decision up to you. If you think you would interact to stow your lantern, as you said, so it doesn't get dusty, you would have no actions left. If you would free action drop it, you would still have an action left here.
That was kind of more of flavor because I'm okay
Okay,
with
fair
leaving
enough.
it like further away. Like
Yeah.
it's not in my pack or something. It's like on the ground.
Then by all means, you have one action remaining.
Okay. Then I will make an attack.
Go for it.
Yes.
Remember, kids, stay hydrated. Unfortunately, that one will be a big old whiff.
I'll hero point that.
Why are we so full of crab hate?
Because
What do you mean?
Okay, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll damage. Now, if it is automatically toggled on, make sure you toggle off your
Yes.
implement's empowerment.
The empowerment. Do okay, but it already has the weakness or whatever.
It'll get the
which
weakness,
That's only
yes.
one, right? But yeah.
Weakness 3. It's 2 plus half your level.
Oh, 2. Okay, I didn't see the 2. But it's also resist.
It is resisting
right?
physical damage by 3, so
Yeah.
you just deal a flat 6 here.
Yeah.
As you
Okay.
flip it onto its back, slam the axe down into sort of the softer underbelly of the crab. And that will bring us back to the crab's turn.
Yes.
It is unhappy, let me tell you.
Good.
And I don't believe any of you have a reactive strike, so it is going to use an action to get its legs back from underneath it, stand back up. And then it's gonna claw you, Arias. You flipped it and struck it, so it's gonna get some revenge. With a 20 to hit. Why is your AC so high?
What's it called? Esoteric Warden, probably. It's the feat.
Oh, I forgot you took that feat. Yeah, you get a status bonus to your AC against the creature's next attack. And if you critically succeeded, that becomes a +2 bonus instead. You did critically succeed against your recall or your wow, okay.
Sweet.
Huge that you got that. That's phenomenal. Well, shit, gang. We'll try again. Just cuz my crab does not know how to retreat.
It's only one attack.
It is only the one
AC
attack.
bonus, right?
Yeah, it's next attack against you, so you're back down to your normal AC, but it does end up missing.
And saving throw.
Yes. I think it should be attack or
and
save.
It's
Oh no, it is a bonus to the next
and,
AC and a saving throw.
Although
That's
it is
wild.
once per day against a particular creature. Does that mean for all of these crabs?
I believe it is basically like this particular crab. You could not benefit from it again.
Oh. Okay.
If this crab were still alive, you could exploit vulnerability against it and gain Esoteric Warden on it. That is going to do it for the crabs' turn. Scophos, we are back over to you, good sir.
Okay.
Don't kill my crab.
kill it.
Please, it's all a joke.
I'm trained in athletics.
Don't trip my crab
again.
either.
Troll him.
I will trip him. Trip
Why are
him.
you guys so full of hate? It's not like I started this.
I'll roll that 20.
No, you're kidding.
Why are we so full of hate?
Come on, sticks. Aw.
4 damage
criticals
and
on
knocked
prepping level 20.
back onto its back. At this point, I'm almost imagining the two of you, like, Scoffos and Erase, are just, like, each holding a leg of the crab up in the air. Just keeping it up there. Don't even put it on the ground. Just hold it up.
Alright, and then
Okay. Well.
not a lot to do here. Tanglevine would just slow it down, can't. Does off guard apply to saves? I don't think so, right?
Does not. No. This is just AC.
Be broken if it did.
Yeah.
Would be a little
Oh,
absurd,
this is an
yes.
attack roll. Yeah, why not? I'll Tanglevine it.
Okay.
Ooh.
It does have the attack trait, so that will be at map.
Yeah, it's the map, yeah. So it's only a +3, but you know,
It is prone, and you are flanking.
off guard and whatnot, and
Although I guess this is a ranged attack. That's a hit. So it is going to take a 10-foot circumstance penalty to its speeds for a round.
yeah,
Nice.
I was hoping to immobilize it, but that's okay.
It's already practically immobilized. Now, little interesting wording on how this creature is designed. The vulnerable to prone does not specify that they cannot use their scuttle reaction. I am going to rule that they cannot. They're flipped on their back. It doesn't really make sense that they can scuttle side to side to avoid your blows. So on that note, Ton, have fun.
I better not miss this damn attack.
I think it'll be objectively hilarious if you do.
Okay, fine, be that way.
Nice.
Well, notably, if it was not vulnerable to prone, that would miss. If it was simply normally prone,
What does vulnerable to prone mean? There's an extra.
it's taking a -4 to its AC instead of the normal -2.
Oh, okay.
So, a 16 would have missed if it was just prone normally, but because it has that vulnerability, Ton can come in and absolutely smash it like a pinata rangoon. So, the crabs are dead. Good job. That's
Don't
that.
see any more coming out of houses.
No. I will say, Reyes, these guys attacked quite quickly. Crabs are not necessarily inherently aggressive, even large crabs like this. These crabs were noticeably aggressive, with basically from first notice to immediately attacking you guys. That is not how a crab would normally act, as far as you understand. But fight comes to an end. The crabs are dead.
Frickin' crabs.
Nice work, everyone.
Let's gather the crab parts.
yeah, I will explore the village while they.
Tear them limb from limb. No, just
Well, they get all that succulent meat out and put the shells to the side. We care about the shells in this case. Yeah, if you want to take some time, feel free to give me a perception check to look around the village. The other two of you start getting giant crab parts.
I'll definitely let everyone know. Con, isn't it a bit strange how aggressive they were? These creatures, I mean, you'd expect them to kind of just keep to themselves and, eat whatever vegetation, but they were very quick to attack.
I agree. It probably, just a guess, it might have something to do with whatever landed on this island.
Whatever
Or sharks.
landed?
You don't know that.
No, I thought it was because something landed on this island.
Well, you guys know something landed on this island, but you're here to
We
investigate
don't know
what
what it
that
is.
is. You have no clue what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
A
It was
radioactive comet.
sarcasm with the war shard thing.
Ah,
I mean, they didn't appearance-wise, like they didn't look any different from a normal crab, right?
they
Or
did
like other
not.
than the fact that
No,
they're very large.
They're just
they
larger.
Okay.
they look like,
They
and
didn't have
you
like
guys
glowing green eyes.
no, and you guys know
Okay.
large crabs like this exist. They're not even rare
Yeah.
per se. They were just acting more aggressively than you would normally attribute crabs to acting.
Yeah.
But as you are sort of
Maybe-
discussing that, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say maybe Elle visiting yesterday put them on edge or something.
That is a possibility as well. Gothos, with your perception check, go ahead and give me a quick recall knowledge if you don't mind as well.
All right.
I'm ready.
As Ton and Araeus, you are picking the crab parts apart as you are having this discussion with one another. About 24 golds worth of gold.
Nice.
Ton, why did you roll a recall knowledge?
I don't know.
I appreciate your
Was it a
gusto, but it's confusing me.
Was it a good one at least?
No.
Damn it!
And I was going to be like, well, that's a shame. Scophos is not going to notice something with that. And then I realized it was you who rolled it. And I was like, wait a second.
Damn it.
And because it is Scophos, even though Scophos is not necessarily super trained in religion, you can still recognize, as you are looking around, you head over at one point to where the crabs were, and taking a quick look at the carcasses that they were picking remnants of meat from. They are dolphin corpses, you're able to confirm. But beyond that, there are a few things you manage to pick up as you look around the island. You find two different boxes that catch your attention. One of them is this small sort of intact chest, not even buried, just in one of the buildings, that on itself looks to be inside you can see there's dried fish flakes and seaweed. Probably has some value to it because it's remained sealed and in good condition. So you would probably estimate that at a quick 5 gold or so. Or you can keep it with your bottles of excellent olive oil and be more and more prepared to open a restaurant. But inside that chest as well is a small sort of glass globe. You find it looks to be maybe filled with water, though no obvious way to add or remove water. It's got a small sort of brass ring attached to it that would allow it to be clipped to something. And you see what look to be very tiny, maybe primal runes carved into the glass. Certainly something magical.
Okay.
The other thing you find of interest is a waterproof box, very small, in one of the buildings as well. It's been half revealed by whatever damage has happened to these buildings, probably from weather, you would estimate. But opening the box, there's a journal, small, intact journal. That you open, it's got some writing in the common tongue in it. At a quick read through, just skimming it, it looks to be mostly just talking about fishing, the general kind of squalid state of the village, how bad the weather is. There's one thing in it that catches your attention. The writer mentions trying to befriend goats that are local to the island, a bit west from here. But that's about it.
Okay.
So, find some dried food that has some value, a little magical globe, and a journal that mentions just some general info on the village and the existence of goats nearby.
Alrighty,
Other
I'll
than
walk
the,
back over and do medicine on Ton, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
other than the goats, what did the journal mention again?
It was mostly daily life in the village, talking about like fishing here. That's like the general sort of poor fortunes of this village and thus the semi-squalid living conditions, and just like general remarks on how bad the weather is.
Mm. Okay.
The handwriting does appear to be quite old at a glance,
Mm.
but really like kept well preserved because it was in this box that kept it protected from the elements.
Which, by the way, when I was looking at the building that looked like it could have been a tavern,
Mhm.
was there any indication of if it was just kind of like somewhat like people moved out, or if it was like abandoned? Like basically, are there still like bottles and like
Uh,
utensils left over, or is it like cleared out, I guess?
uh, Definitely stuff remaining
Mm.
in the build. Like
Okay.
in all of the buildings, there's things remaining. It looks at a glance, it's hard to tell because everything's so old here. Lots of time has passed, and this is kind of right on the beach, so it's definitely been
Yeah.
subjected to who knows how long of bad weather.
Right.
Notably, you don't find corpses or skeletons or graves or anything around here. It is just the wrecked buildings themselves.
Well, I guess after we get the monster parts and I'm able to pick up my lantern and I go look at like this other building.
Yeah. Looks to be primarily like this was a small hamlet of some sort, so a lot of the buildings look like they would have been homes, perhaps, to some extent. Sort of like this building here, you would have maybe closest equated to a granary or a fishery, general like storage for the village supplies. This would have been like a small tavern where people could get together and drink. But other than that, truly
Mm,
very small village,
yeah.
less than a dozen buildings, and one that has been destroyed for quite a long time.
Mm. And the crabs can keep it.
Well, what's
The
left
crabs
of
are
them
dead.
anyway?
You killed them. This is on
There's
you.
maybe there's more in the water. We don't know.
I will also refocus.
Yeah, absolutely. Thankfully, you spending some time reconnoitering, you don't really find much else of interest in the region throughout the day, so you do kind of, this is the main thing you come across during the day, and doing a bit of a further exploration from what Fell and her crew were able to do. So, no real other danger you guys worry about over the course of the rest of the day. But as well, pop back onto the Eupherae map. Are there any other things you guys would like to do while you are out and about in this area before heading back to camp?
I can't think of anything. What do you two think?
Can you identify stuff without read aura?
Yeah, Read
Or that's
Aura just gives
your
you a
plus
bonus to it.
Yeah.
So you can certainly
I'll
attempt
try
to
to
identify that.
identify the
Right, the
group.
items.
Yeah.
little water-filled globe you picked up, you may certainly attempt to identify that.
Screams talisman to me, but
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got a little
it
clip.
clips
Oh,
onto
it must
your
be
armor.
clips onto something.
Yay,
Look.
one use item. Yay.
It's a keychain.
It's sitting in the consumables section of the party stash. It's don't worry about
No,
it.
Just break
talismans are just the Aaron put it best. Talismans are just the keychains of Pathfinder.
It's one time use because the keychains always like fucking get caught on something and fall off your bag.
Yep.
You got a lanyard for all of your talismans.
Yeah, it's just a recon knowledge, right?
Yes, yeah,
For-
just use recall knowledge.
The lanyard for all the talismans is that one archetype.
Talisman Dabbler. I think there's an item also for talismans that's quite literally like a key ring almost for them. And it's like a bracelet or something. Scophos, even though... hold up. Primal magic is not necessarily your forte. You've got so many voices that you can seek help from when it comes to reading runes for a low-level item such as this. It is quite simple to identify. This is an effervescent ampule.
Oh,
Specifically, allowing a creature to move across water.
as long as you're
brief
trained
period
in
of time.
acrobatics.
Yes.
Uh,
I guess that's for Cyrus.
Cyrus or Ton could use that.
Oh, okay. I thought he wasn't trained in.
No, Ton is. This is one of those like simpler magic items that a lot of wealthier shipbound merchants might end up picking up a couple of here and there, just so they've got them at the ready in case like someone goes overboard. They could potentially pop it real quick and not fall directly in the water, be able to get back on the boat, things like that. It's a very practical, everyday sort of luxury expense to have. It's a lifesaver item for a lot of normal people. For you guys,
Cyrus has probably already stolen those.
Cyrus has most
was afraid of
certainly
him.
like illicitly shipped them before. But
Oh my god, imagine she was shipping counterfeit effervescent ampules that didn't work.
Oh, damn it.
the counterfeit talisman industry in Galarian is a booming black market, let me tell you.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that's never come up in a campaign before.
I just can't be bothered. That is a good idea, though. Hold
Well,
up, let me write that down.
like- As a like a petty criminal type activity.
Yeah, crafters peddling false magic items. Something like Gremlins would get up to for sure. Anything else you guys would like to do while you are out and about before heading back to the camp at the end of the day?
I'm good.
Yeah, keep an eye out for arable land. But yeah.
All right. As you guys make your way back to the beach camp, you find Fell and Sapple's groups also returning around the same time. Fell's group, big smiles on their face. Looks like they might have made another discovery themselves. Sapple's group seems to have, like, bickering going on. They're kind of like... they're not loud about it at all, but they're definitely arguing quietly with one another as Sapple looks a bit tired and makes his way over to sort of the little command area that you guys have set up for determining who's going to explore where. You've got kind of a map going to track what you're finding. Dikaios is there ready to hear the reports because he's been bored all day. Nothing really happened here. So Thel and Sapple both come to make their reports. I'll probably kicking things off with, how was the village? You guys went there, I assume?
Yes, there were murderously aggressive giant crabs.
That's
Very odd.
murderously aggressive?
Yes.
Well, we didn't really threaten them, and then they kind of, instead of scuttling away, just kind of instantly came at us. So,
Hmm. That's, glad we didn't, do anything, to them. Just kind of left them. Thank you for taking care of that. Anything you found, we, couldn't take a lot because we tried to avoid them. We only grabbed a few small little artifacts while we were there yesterday, so hopefully there was more to find.
Ton looks in his bag, pulls out like pincher claws, shell parts. Well, we took the crabs. Pulls
Not
out the
quite what I
crab
was
meat.
talking about, but useful. And crab tastes delicious. Happy to cook it up if you'd like.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Found a
Yeah.
crate of fish scales and seaweed
Ooh,
and
okay.
a journal.
Well, all right.
Not much information in there, but I haven't read through the whole thing yet.
I'm very glad we didn't leave everything for you, or didn't leave nothing for you. Want to make sure people can find different things. This is a collaborative effort. Fun, fantastic. We found another ruin today, out to the west, kind of on a cliff overlooking the sea. There's a tower, an old stone tower. Looked to be maybe like a military structure of some sort. We did a bit of poking around in there. Didn't find any creatures or anything, but a couple like nice paintings and murals in the building that seemed to somewhat describe, somewhat showcase the island. Lots of beautiful women on them, and Pegasi as well. Very nice. Recommend checking it out if you would like at some point, if you're just interested in history or art at all. All of you notice as she's describing this, when she mentions Pegasi, Sapple visibly flinches.
Todd will see this.
Huh?
Sapple, what's wrong?
Would say nothing, really nothing, but we, got the northern area near the coast today a bit, some of the mountains, and didn't really find anything of interest, but one of the guys swears on his mother that he saw a Pegasi circling in the sky when we were walking. None of the rest of us saw it, so... but swears there was one.
Is
Uh,
do I see the guy with him, or is it just
No, because just the leaders came here. You see the other teams, but you have an idea like why Sapple's team might have been slightly bickering amongst themselves. If one person was like dead certain they saw a Pegasus flying, and no one else saw it.
what's
okay?
the reputation of Pegasi? Like, are they very, very rare?
Give me
Are
a recall
they
knowledge.
a good omen, a bad omen? Yeah.
Can I also give the recall knowledge?
Most certainly.
I don't know if it's like Pathfinder Pegasi or like killers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just
Probably
murderous
not. Probably
Pegasi.
not. Probably not. I mean,
You just chew
unicorns,
your
can't they
throat
be
out.
aggressive? I don't know.
Arias, Ton, both of you have like heard stories about them, more so because of your focus on like the myths and legends of creatures over like actual Pegasi. So you know stories of Pegasi being used as mounts in many a heroic tale from long ago. Scophos, coming at it from a slightly more practical, more modern standpoint, you know Pegasi are... they're not necessarily rare or even super uncommon creatures depending on what part of the world you're in, but they are prized aerial mounts. But they are still highly intelligent beasts and really have a deep-seated hatred for overtly evil creatures.
Mm.
Okay.
So, like, they're highly intelligent. A lot of people want them as a mount, but if a Pegasus is going to let itself be a mount for someone, they're going to look for, like, the do-gooders, the super virtuous people. There's a reason they're the mounts of heroes in mythological stories. That has basis in reality.
Okay, I'd share that information.
Ton just kind of looks at himself and looks around at everybody. Oh, we're perfect then.
Hmm. Do you think
Cyrus backs
do you think they would be
slowly out
able
of the
to carry
command
me?
tent.
What were
Sorry,
you
go ahead,
saying,
Arias.
Oh, I just said, do you think they would be able to carry me?
We'll need to find the big one for you.
Okay. She looks very concerned about
Yeah, there's a huge
this.
one flying around. We'll find it.
Oh, okay. Okay, for sure.
I guess I'll plant the tree and I'll go offer the guy that saw it an olive and be like, "Hey, tell me about what you saw."
I mean, everyone says I'm crazy for it, but they just didn't see it. It's, you look up in the sky, you see the birds circling around, and I saw something much bigger than a bird. It looked like a horse. It was galloping through the air and very clearly watching us, so... Pegasus.
Oh yeah, sense motive him.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, this.
I want to see if he believes what he's saying.
He has never been more sure of anything in his life.
He very much believes in what he saw as being real. Of course, you're looking at a man who could have seen anything. It's not unreasonable that he could have seen a Pegasus. He could have also seen, like, a trick of the light, an illusion, any number of things that it could have been instead of a Pegasus. And he just believes what he saw. But, I mean, if you came across an Iblydan hind nearby...
Yeah.
If there's already, like, rare mythological creatures on this island, like Iblydan hinds, it's not necessarily a stretch that there might be another type of mythical, storied creature in Pegasi here.
I mean, so far no one has cried wolf, so I think he believes him. Basically, it's like,
Yeah.
A flying animal might, if it was willing to help us, be pretty good here. Maybe we can go check that out. But
Maybe you would know about the
pop that on the map for
strange
you.
meteor.
Everyone can talk to Pegasi. We know Pegasi.
They are intelligent creatures.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, Pegasi are quite intelligent.
are they capable of speaking, or
They're
can
not.
understand?
They can understand. From what you're aware of, they're not normally known for being able to speak, but they are unable to understand language, typically.
Okay.
But you have not heard of speaking Pegasi in stories. But as the day sort of comes to a close after the reports are given, you guys are learning more about the different things going on in this area. Ruins have been pretty fully reconnoitered at this point. Some sort of perhaps ancient military outpost on the southwestern cliffside, sightings of Pegasi, near the center of the island. Much going on Eupherae, it seems, but we will... Well, before we take our break here, let's just do a quick decision. Who is taking watch tonight?
I think Dikaios again.
Again?
Well, tonight, because
Like the person who stayed.
nothing happened to them today, so.
Nothing happened
Oh,
during
yeah,
the day,
yeah.
therefore.
Good
Yeah, I
luck.
guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you have the people who are already on watch continue to be bored out of their mind. Fantastic. So everyone beds down for the night. Please, everyone, feel free to go ahead and not take a long rest. Stand up and take a break. Stretch, grab some water, do what you need to do, and I'll see you all in just a few minutes.
Ambush.
Welcome back. Now, the reason I had you guys not do your long rest yet is because I need a perception check from everyone at a -2.
Okay.
It would be a
Oh,
-4
being
because
asleep
you're
is only a -2.
being asleep is a -4. However, you guys have a team staying behind at camp, effectively taking the fortify camp action, which gives a +2 to perception checks. Ton, this is a historic moment for you. I need you to know this.
Okay.
With a natural
Historic?
19 on your perception check.
Ah! Ah!
And you still didn't roll the best. However, you rolled a hell of a lot better than Arrays.
Oh my god.
Arrays, you didn't even put the -2 on your roll. You're
did I
super
beat her
asleep.
Did I beat her even with me taking a -2?
Well, Arrays' total after the -2 is a 7. Yours is a 23. I think you beat Arrays' perception check.
How can any of us get better than like a 5 when we're asleep?
Because there's
Like how
noises.
fucking loud is... Okay.
But unfortunately, Arraeus, you are still fully asleep at
I'm
this
having
point.
a nightmare about the sea serpent.
As it is just a few hours before you guys would normally fully get up. The sun is beginning to rise. Fuck off, hiccups. And some of you are beginning to wake up as you hear Dikaios shouting from outside the tents, "Damn fucking birds, get out of here!" You guys are inside your tents. Scophos and Ton getting your tent. You are waking up. You are not wearing armor or anything. You're not holding anything, but you hear shouting coming from outside.
Okay. So no armor?
No armor. No holding weapon or anything right now. You guys have just woken up hearing shouting happening. Doesn't necessarily seem
Okay.
like panicked shouting. Honestly, Scophos, you critically succeeded. You would consider this sounding more like annoyed than anything else.
Okay.
I
I turn my lantern on.
You
I
are
gather my
asleep.
Oh
I
wait,
gather
I
my
thought this stuff we
bow.
all look up.
I gather my bow and arrows. Walk outside my tent. What do I see?
We'll get to that in one moment. Scophos, what are you doing?
I will pick up my rancer in one hand and walk out of the tent.
Okay.
What's going on?
Arraeus, your failure in your perception check unfortunately means you have not woken up quite yet, so you will still be asleep
Mine.
here for a moment. Many of the people in camp are asleep right now, because it's like the people on watch are still up. We're like, realistically, an hour or so before most people will begin to wake up. Some of you are just slightly lighter sleepers. Scophos and Ton, as you both step out of the tent grabbing a bit of your equipment, you see birds. A couple dozen of birds. Flocking around the air of the campsite. Like diving down and picking up small supplies here and there, harrying Dikaios and some of the other people on watch. They don't necessarily seem to be violent, but they are being extraordinary nuisances and thieves, it looks like.
Could I attempt a nature check to command an animal to get them to F off?
Yeah, you may certainly do so.
Is there a macro for
Birds.
this?
Command an animal may be in the basic action macros.
There
Look at
it
that.
is. There we
Roll
go.
your +4. And Scophos, what about you? What would you like to do?
So this wouldn't be defined as a swarm of stuff, right?
It would
Oh,
be.
it would?
If I were to show you a mechanical token, it might look something like this.
Ah. Okay.
Which they are like screeching and making sounds, which is definitely beginning to wake people up as they are attempting to like grab things, harry people. You hear Ton get out of his tent, bow and arrows in hand, and start shouting at the birds. And they just fully ignore him.
Yeah.
Arias, I will say at this point, you begin to wake up hearing this racket outside. As you hear the sound of birds squawking, Dikaios shouting, Ton trying to be commanding and getting drowned out.
There's a threat
I will,
like of days we can last. Like,
I'm sorry?
are they stealing that much? Are they stealing that much stuff? Like, where we lose
Mhm.
supplies, or
If they're allowed to continue, potentially, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a divine lance at a bird.
Oh, you want to attack them? If we're attacking them, we're going to go into initiative here. If you wanted to keep it to skill checks, I'd allow something like athletics if you want to throw things at them to try and scare them off. But if you want to directly attack them with a spell like that, we will roll initiative.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sure, I'll try athletics.
Sure.
I just want to give Arias a chance to act before we go into combat.
I mean, yeah, she's gonna rush out of her tent thinking that it's like something worse.
Yeah. You like
and be like, "On, go in for flanking. I'm here," and then kind of be like, "Oh, it's fucking seagulls."
scramble out, nearly tripping on your battle axe.
Yeah, pretty much.
See the flock of birds.
Just holding my lantern up.
Yeah.
Does it reveal anything about their true nature?
If you'd like to do a quick recall knowledge, you certainly may.
Sure. Is it? Oh, you said it's like early morning. Right.
Yes, we're at like realistically like 4:35 in the morning, probably.
Oh, I'd just be going.
Is it
hitting out
still
work.
Early.
Is
Go ahead.
it still dark, or is the sun rising at this point?
It's beginning to rise. Right now, I would probably consider things low light, realistically, and I believe all of you have at least low light vision, if not full dark vision. So there's nothing preventing you from seeing. I think Cyrus is our one who can't see in the dark, which...
Yeah.
She's not here. She's still asleep.
Human moment. Well, I guess Scalp is human, but...
Arias, you look at these, you recognize these as terns, which are a type of seabird that is local to this region. These ones, at a quick glance, are certainly strange. They're not like seagulls, where they'll go up and try and steal food from people. At least not when there's a large encampment like this. So, they are definitely acting. I suppose the best term would be more aggressive than normal. Though they're not necessarily
Okay.
attacking anyone at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'll also maybe try to kind of shoo them off with
Yeah.
the other end of my battle axe or something.
Certainly.
Before explicitly attacking them, I'll just try to shoo them off.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Okay. That is a failure for you, Aurelius.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Mm.
I will leave it up to you and Ton if either of you would like to use a hero point on your rolls.
No.
I will say only one person succeeding is not going to be enough to drive these things off.
I'll use a hero point. I'll to the dismay of the people who were setting up camp, I will step up on the picnic table and just like knock some shit over and try to wave at them from a larger height.
Vakloya's crawling out of her tent, and half the snakes look over as
Oh, God damn
one of
it.
the stools just crushes under your foot.
No, we'll make another one.
But as you step up, get a little bit of height, and start waving your battle axe between the turns as well, not acting like hurting them or anything like that. Between you
I'm also yelling at them.
and yelling at them, fantastic. You
I
and
think I'm pole
Scoffles.
vaulting through them on my Rancer.
That's a visual right there. Birds flocking this beachside encampment, and you've got a minotaur half standing on the picnic table, waving their battle axe threateningly, and a human pole vaulting to distract the birds.
Yeah.
One of the guards like runs over to Dikaios with a handful of javelins to get them ready. But between the two of you, thankfully, unfortunately, Ton, your attempts to command the birds seemingly completely ineffectual. Scophos and Areus managed to scare the birds off enough that the flock does pretty rapidly from there disperse. They take some of your guys' stuff, not enough to cause like any major dent in your supplies. Just like picking things that were left out in the open up. Maybe like one or two of the artifacts that the different groups would have picked up from the ruins they've gone to so far. One or two birds get them. They get some like jerky that's been left out from last night's dinner. Nothing too bad, just weird. At this point, pretty much everyone is awake.
We have to secure our food. You have to put it in the crates. What did I tell you all? That's why they came here.
Vakloya, who is the she's the carpenter. No, it is Cyrenik, who is the provisioner. She'll like rub an eye as she's crawling out of her tent to hearing you say that. What do you mean?
The beasts. They're attracted to the food.
No shit, beasts are attracted to most of the food is in a tent, in boxes. Don't get on my asses for people not cleaning up after themselves.
More evidence of overly aggressive animals.
True. Very true.
Something here is driving them to this behavior.
I do want to say the objectively funniest thing, much like the ghosts that used a variant Fisher stat block, these birds use a stat block for a monkey swarm.
Listen up.
So do they have throw rocks and stuff?
No, they have swarming. They like have swarming bites instead of what they would normally do, but they have some abilities to focus on ransacking and making a cacophony of noise.
They were so lucky they ran off. I had color spray today.
Oh god. That swarm wouldn't have known what hit them. But the flock is driven off. At this point, you guys are fully awake. You may take your long rest and do your new daily prep here if you would like to.
Okay.
Oh, that might have been
I
a good.
clicked that once. What are you talking about?
The winds one would have been good for those birds.
Right?
So it's speaker and sibilance. Okay.
Hey, maybe one of Lacloya's friends. As you guys finish up your morning prep, a quick breakfast is put together. There's like a couple terns that are nesting in some of the nearby olive trees you've planted now, just watching you guys. But the day is ahead of you. Thankfully, no injuries or anything were gained through that experience with the birds, so you kind of have options of what you'd like to do from here.
Well, do you guys want to reconnoiter 3 spaces this time instead of just the 2, or do you want to do the 2 and then the Pegasus and or the Ancient Outpost?
Hmm.
Because if we explore 3, then we'll only have 1, 2, 3 more to reconnoiter.
Um,
Or do we want to sit at the beach camp and not do any work?
I don't
Real
know if the other
gaming
teams
moment.
would
Delegate.
object to it, but I would like to. I would like to be one of the parties to reconnoiter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you think we should explore the rest of the island before we actually go into any of these places?
Well,
Well,
I'd
I'm
say
kind of
let's
leaning
get.
towards we look at the Pegasus, but I don't know.
Okay. So,
What do you guys
looks
think?
like Varathiel, what do you think? At least reconnoiter those 2 squares or those 2 hexes and do the Pegasus?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Jericho, how many days of supplies do we have left?
A number. Because you
Well,
guys have
or
the 8
actually,
olives that are cutting down on the number of supplies you're spending, so you've got still over a week and a half's worth of supplies.
Okay, let's do that. So we'll
actually, wait.
reconnoiter. What?
I'm like, should we do the outpost instead? Because the Pegasus could potentially be flying around the entire island. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if it's flying, there's no guarantee it would be above the same place. But well, but that was the mountain, and it's maybe more likely to live there. So
So Pegasus and
let's just do that. Yeah,
okay, so the Pegasus, then we'll have the 2 teams reconnoiter this hex and this
yeah.
hex.
Maybe Fel can stay behind this time.
Her group seems to be the one able to find stuff.
Oh, that is true. That is
The other
true.
2.
But we got to be fair to everybody. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She did find stuff.
We'll give them another chance. If they come back with nothing from either 2 hexes, though, they're fire.
True.
All right, then who's going to reconnoiter where? Sounds like
Let's
we've got
have.
the party reconnoitering in this hex.
Yeah, with the Pegasi. Let's do Dukaios right here and Sapple right here and then Fell over at beach camp.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yes, I'm good.
The southern part of the island is beginning to be covered and mapped by your guys' concerted efforts. As you've got Dikaios and Sapple searching around those areas, and you guys head up to look out for a Pegasus.
I see perception checks in our future.
I do indeed. Well, who's gonna lead the reconnoiter role for this hex? Scophos, all right. Is anyone gonna aid Scophos's check, or would they rather do their own exploration activities?
I'll aid.
Okay,
I
Would
will
you-
investigate again, I guess.
sure.
Oh wow.
Good job.
No. Forget, did I do nothing or is it a penalty?
A failure does nothing.
Okay, well,
A critical failure is a penalty. Okay. That's a sequence of rolls right there.
We've stunned the GM.
Goodness. Oh, it was hilarious. Erase, as you were saying no, your roll for your recall knowledge came through and just made me think you could somehow see your roll because you nat one your investigate check. So I thought you were reacting to that at first. And Scophos
was.
comes in with the perception check and says, what if nat 20?
There you go. He investigated as well, basically.
Which is very funny because I can say this now. Sapple's group also rolled a nat 20 on this hex, which is how they saw the Pegasus. And
Oh, shit.
we've got you guys following up on that. This wasn't supposed to be that easy to find. Okay. Damn, okay. All right. Okay. As you guys spend the better part of the day, you've traveled through this region before, considering you went even further inland on your first day of exploration. So now that you sort of take the time to focus in this area a bit more, do a bit of searching more closely, following up to see if you can find the Pegasus that Sapple's group came across. You come across something else of note before you find any Pegasi of the sort. The region itself, there's slightly mountainous terrain to the west that you spend some time covering, and the eastern side of it is more sort of short, scrubby forest that tapers off towards its eastern edge to reveal those steep, rocky bluffs you saw as you were taking the Tide Hunter in, overlooking the coastline and the ocean below. It's about a quick estimate 100-foot sheer drop down into the ocean were you to fall here. Beautiful scenic vista, though, getting to look out over the ocean. Scophos, as you guys are sort of wandering this area, taking a look around, you notice atop one of those bluffs, a very slight sort of lean, is an ancient-looking pillar of stone, heavily weathered with age.
Okay, I'll point it out to everyone. There's a column or something up here. Pillar.
Yeah. Pillar itself is maybe 40 feet tall, so with its slight angle, doesn't quite reach that height. I'll also mention the height you guys are at right now. There is a pretty sharp chill to the ocean breeze that you're feeling. So it's not necessarily like warm and nice. It's nippy.
Nippy.
I feel like the spirit in me is very happy.
Probably.
Um,
Go ahead. Yeah. As you begin to approach, you notice the pillar itself isn't just a pillar, but atop of it is, you can see like what looks to be straw and maybe a little bit of cloth hanging over the edge of the top.
What do you make of it, Scoffos?
You said there's straw coming off the pillar?
Yeah, it's not like flying off or anything. You can sort of see it overhanging the edge. It looks to be there's like maybe a mound or something on top. It's a little hard to tell with the angle you're coming at it from. There's something atop the
very
pillar.
top of the pillar.
Yeah.
This
It's like a golden fleece situation.
And unfortunately,
All right.
Our person investigating rolled a nat 1 and is not going to be particularly helpful identifying that right
I was
now.
about to say, considering we
uh,
know this is like the Pegasus sighting area, could that be related? But I guess Araya certainly
I mean, it
doesn't
certainly
connect the
could
dots.
be. You look at it, Arrayus, and like as Scoffos asks, perhaps aloud, is this a golden fleece situation? Maybe your mind immediately just starts filling with like mythological stories and tales you've heard, and your mind just kind of drifts and wanders for a moment.
Han looks up at the pillar, sees the straw in a mound. It's like, that looks like a nest.
Could be.
Jericho, is there a way to climb up to its level without climbing the pillar to see what's in it?
No.
Can we guesstimate how much room is on top of this?
The pillar's a wide pillar. It's like a solid, probably 20-foot diameter pillar.
Okay.
All right, well, I got a climbing kit. I'd like to climb up and see what's in it.
Yeah.
If it's
solid.
It's hollow.
Yeah.
No, it is solid. As you walk up to it, you put a hand on it to feel as Scaffa or Tan, you start grabbing your climbing supplies, some pythons, some rope, a quick hammer to be able to help yourself climb up it. As you do so, there is a sound as you guys see. Now, at the base of the pillar from the top, the tips of wings fly out, and something, just a blur, flies away.
Do I hear the whoosh?
Yeah, you guys hear and see something, like wingtips move out over the edge of the pillar, and something shoot away extraordinarily fast.
I stopped climbing.
You haven't even started. You pulled out you're pulling them out and preparing to when this happens.
I put them away and pull out my Tetsubo. It's like, what the hell was that?
As you start putting them away, drawing your weapon, Scoffos kind of keeping your eyes trained on that movement. It's fast. It's not fast enough for you to miss it. You see whatever it was kind of circle the air and alight a distance away, about 60, 70 feet on the bluff, slightly above you guys in level, but looking at you. A beautiful winged horse. Sort of snowy white coat. Its back and flanks crisscrossed with scars. You see it briefly silhouetted against the sun as it lands. Just sort of looks at you all for a moment.
I'm gonna set my rancer on the ground. Just let it go.
The Tetsubo away.
Probably kneel down on one knee and just look at it and bow a little bit.
Kind of cocks its head slightly as you sort of genuflect and bow slightly.
I call out in Iblydos, hello?
I mean, calm down for a moment. Let me take a sufficiently insolent pause here. Before you
Like
start
club
throwing
speed.
words out, it takes a moment to regard you both, and then does speak. I was simply searching for the words to say.
Crap.
You hear a somewhat deeper voice, but one filled with age. Many come and go from Eupherae. I have not seen you before. Whatever your business here, I suggest you move on quickly. Trouble this place no further. This island has seen enough disquiet lately. Stomps a hoof, kind of shakes his mane a little bit, maybe emphasizing his words.
Oh, what happened lately? We just knew something fell out of the sky.
Curious. Quite so, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Has anyone ever told you that might be a bad thing?
Yes, they have.
Has not dissuaded him yet.
I suppose that is commendable in its own right, that you have so insisted on remaining the same.
Have you seen the meteor that fell on this island? Maybe about 3 days ago.
At this point, it'd be closer to
Or 4?
5
I don't know.
days, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Because you're on day 3 of exploring.
Yeah, and there was a few days, or a Terps maze in
So
between.
it's been close to a week.
5 days ago.
I am aware that a star crashed down on this island recently, yes.
Has it made the denizens of the island more aggressive, to your knowledge, by any chance?
I cannot say that the star that fell is responsible for any aggression.
Can I make a medicine check to see how old these scars are?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a quick recall knowledge.
Now, Jericho, we, from prior recall knowledges, Pegasi can understand speech, but normally they can't talk.
Correct. A Pegasus being able to talk is far and away unique.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that as well. And just
Holy fuck,
And also what-
Scoffos. What drugs did you feed your
Oh.
dice today?
Hell yes.
yeah,
You know
like
everything.
identify how old they are and what caused them, maybe.
It's a variety of wounds. They are so old, you would be hard-pressed to date them.
Okay.
Especially because you're, like, probably 40, 50 feet away from this creature having discussion, so it's slightly raised voices, and you're just kind of looking. But these are old, like, healed scars.
Yeah.
Okay. Not anything. There's no, like, you don't see any redness of the flesh or anything that would denote that these are, like, still healing injuries. These are scars of injuries that happened who knows how long ago and have healed. But there are a perhaps concerning amount of them. Say, if you guys, with that, I'll give you a slight sense motive as part of that roll. This horse, you've never come across a grizzled animal before, but that's like the first word that comes to your mind to describe how it is talking, though it does have a bit of regal bearing to it, I suppose. It does not seem particularly interested in conversing with you or answering many of your questions right now, even with the questions about the crater, the fallen star, and any aggression it might be causing. It was a very perfunctory answer it gave.
Does it
If you
seem to want us
guys,
to leave for our safety or for just like annoyance? Like it.
that is honestly a bit hard to tell. If anything, it might not be either. What I will say, if you guys would like to stand here and try and spend some time conversing and perhaps attempting to influence this Pegasus, you certainly may. That might get it to open up to you, but...
Yeah, I think you guys want to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, a little bit, unless it becomes very,
Hostile.
I don't know, even more, yeah, standoffish. We don't want to.
Well, we'll see how the rolls go then. I will use our conversation thus far to guide us into the first round of influence rolls here. Is everyone generally familiar with how influence works? Does anyone need a reminder?
Identifying, and then you know the role.
Yes, there is. Each round, each person gets one roll. You can attempt to discover or influence. Discover is a blind check, influence is public. A discover check can tell you what the best skill to influence them is, or the next best if you already know the best. Any resistances they have that might increase DCs or cause penalties. Any weaknesses they have that might lower your DC or give you bonuses. Or you can gather a bit about, like, maybe their personality and background. And then influence is, of course, to directly increase your standing with them and potentially be able to gain more by the time the encounter comes to an end.
Okay.
So you only have a limited number of rounds, effectively, a limited number of skill checks each person may attempt.
And the identifying, is that just perception?
Discovery is, it's actually different per creature. Perception is always one. I would allow nature for this. I would also, because this is a Pegasus, allow something like legendary beast lore.
Okay.
Or even for reasons, hero god lore I would allow as a discovery check.
Can I do a discovery check using legendary beast lore?
You certainly may.
I will also do that.
Okay.
I'll wait to see what they do.
Theoretically, you're all doing this kind of
And-
simultaneously, so...
okay.
Are these public?
Discovery checks are blind. Because I can lie to you on
Right.
a crit fail.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Scophos? Would you like a discovery or go straight into influence?
Perception,
Hey.
I guess, to figure
Sure.
out what to say.
Sounds
You
good.
should have gladiatorial lore. Do I have that?
Scophos, the streak finally comes to an end.
Okay.
You rolled a 19 instead of a natural 20.
No. Unfortunately, not a single one of you succeeds on this discovery check. As you spend roughly 15 minutes just kind of almost parlaying back and forth, doing short questions and answers, you end up not really successfully gathering anything. This Pegasus seems pretty guarded with how it's speaking, and not really willing to directly share, but it is at the very least, it doesn't actually seem upset to be having conversation with you. Just does not seem yet willing to share anything. But as we go into the next round, are there any, before we do rolls, are there any particular things people would like to talk about? Anything they'd like to say, bring up?
Yeah. Ton would like to ask the Pegasi a question. From what little I know of Pegasi, your kind seems to be able to understand speech but not talk. You can talk. How did that come about? Or were you just born with the ability to speak?
I was long ago granted the ability to speak.
Does this ring a bell of any particular myth or no? I guess we've already made quite a few like
Who
recall
was the
knowledge
hero
type
god
checks.
that lived here?
The
We know who the
hero
hero
god
god
that lived here, you learned
Oh.
that name when you were doing initial research. Their name was Sophresta.
Hmm.
Did Sophresta grant you that ability?
When you say that name, the Pegasus actually looks slightly taken aback. Indeed.
Oh.
I had not thought I would hear her name. Especially from strangers.
That was like 2,000 years ago, right? Or 1,000?
Sophresta lived on this island some 2,000 years ago. Yeah. And you
Wow.
know, as a hero god, her title was Ruler of Beasts.
So, Jericho, Sophresta, she's long gone, but her legends and myths still live on throughout Iblydos, correct?
Yes, but they're not well known. Legends of hero gods from that long ago, they're kept. Their faith is practically non-existent anymore because they're dead. So they're known about in story and myth, and that's about it. The fact that, like, this island Eupherae was where Sophresta lived would not be common knowledge in the slightest. That was knowledge, like, known specifically to the temples of other hero gods because they had reason to look into this island, and Scophos learned it from them because of what he was looking into.
Hmm.
Okay. He didn't seem angered by that name, right?
He seemed wistful almost.
Okay, I think I know what I'll do next round then.
All right. Then let's go ahead and make our next set of rolls here. Would anyone like to attempt another discovery check, or do people simply want to go straight into influence? You guys would know when it comes to influence, you can pretty much always attempt diplomacy, deception, and intimidation. The DCs may vary, and there may be other skills that are better for them. You can certainly give me any skill you would like to try. It may or may not work.
To influence, I really want to say, can I use legendary beast lore to influence? But
You may
I
certainly
don't.
attempt
I
that,
can't.
yeah.
Well, roleplay wise, I don't even know how that conversation would go, so I don't think it's fair that I do it.
Fair enough.
You know what? Fuck it. I got a +4 in diplomacy. Let's go. I got a hero point in the back pocket.
Do keep in mind that crit fails cause you to lose influence.
Yeah, here we go.
Is it
Okay.
crit fails of discover as well?
Crit fails of discover cause you to get false information.
Oh.
Well, here's my hero point.
And I did want to know what everyone was doing before the dice were rolled.
Sorry.
I was
Um,
going
wait then.
to try religion.
Yeah.
To talk about. What I'm trying to do is like cajole him into talking about
Sure.
Socrates. I can't. I already forgot her name again.
Sophresta.
First.
I'll go ahead and
What?
I'll type it up for you guys.
Christ.
Like,
I've been rolling real low.
interested
on my
in learning about her religion
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I was thinking
That's
to
what I'm-
discover again. Well,
Certainly.
yeah. Using religion this time because the hero god was mentioned. I don't know if I can discover with religion actually. But
Religion is not a viable skill for discovery.
then,
That would fall better under hero god lore in that case, but legendary beast
right.
lore is also applicable.
Can I do that even though I basically did that? Even though I
Yeah,
did the same thing last
you can
time?
try the same thing again.
All right. I'll
Just
try
roll
it
better,
again now
forehead.
with this new information that they've discussed.
Go for it. Okay. Scophos, if you would like to make your roll at this point, and Ton, if you were planning on hero pointing that you may, I will tell you a 9 diplomacy is a regular failure.
I don't want that.
Okay, religion.
I guess also during this discussion, Reyes will just ask,
Okay.
what is your name, if we may ask?
Yeah.
I'm Reyes, and just so we can maybe address each other by name because we don't know.
25, 30 minutes into the conversation, you start asking for names. Scophos,
I mean, we could
a
pretend we did this earlier.
16 will succeed for you because you triggered a weakness. I'll tell you that. It would not normally succeed, but it does in this case. And Arias, you did manage to exactly succeed the discovery check. So, what would you like to know? Would you like best skill? Would you like resistances? Would you like weaknesses? Or would you like a bit of like personality and background potentially?
Best skill, that means best skill to influence them?
Yes. Yeah, the skill with the lowest possible DC.
It's going to be like Pegasus lore or something that no one has.
If it is typically lore skill will end up being the best. If it is a lore skill that no one in the party has, I will give the next best skill that at least someone can make use of. I'm not that mean.
Okay. Flying horse lore. Then, okay, I guess I'll do best skill. I feel like it's going to be
Sure.
religion even when we already learned. Oh, anyway, yeah, best skill.
We triggered a weakness, which
You
I think
did.
it's
I
talking
guess it's.
about.
Talking about Sophraista. Yeah.
Sophraista, yeah.
The best skill would be hero god lore, but that is something none of you have.
Right.
The actual best usable skill would be medicine. As you see, definitely suffering from a lot of old scars, and likely they still hurt, potentially offering to help ease the pain and making some checks in that way as part of the conversation would go a long way to winning this guy's trust.
I will maybe whisper that to Scoffos or something. I don't know.
You guys can certainly share information at like as you learn things each round, so that can be used next round. Got 2 influence gained so far. We've had about 30 minutes of conversation. He does respond when you ask for his name, Arias, though does seem to do so a bit reluctantly. My name is Eupherae. Type in chat for people because welcome to Myth Speaker, where the names are even harder to spell than normal Pathfinder. You're muted, Queek. Okay. Good job.
God damn it!
Oh, a cat.
You drop an epic one-liner.
I did. It's not so epic anymore.
I won't believe it.
Is the cat touching them? Aw.
Alrighty. As you guys finish up this second round of discussion and definitely seem to perhaps be getting a little somewhere. Definitely still doesn't necessarily seem super willing to chat, but is slightly opening up so far. Anything in particular you would like to say or bring up in this next round? If you guys ever just want to go straight to rolls, you are certainly welcome to do that as well.
Forgive me for mentioning your scars if they bother you, but I am trained in the healing arts. I could take a look at them if they hurt you. And then I'm going to roll medicine during
Yeah.
the turn.
He definitely seems to hesitate. He doesn't necessarily say no, but he doesn't really directly say yes. He just kind of like takes a couple steps towards your group and nods slightly.
Okay. I'll be rolling medicine when we roll.
I'd like to do another discovery.
Okay.
Legendary beast lore, because why not?
Was there anything
I
you wish to
will-
say in this
I'll go for
round?
it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, if you
I
invoke
figured Scott-
the name of his hero god, you trigger his weakness.
Maybe. You don't know
Maybe.
if that's the
That's what-
cause.
We think. I'm just saying we think.
Well, no, I figure Scoffos, he's got the talk, and I'll figure it out. You know, I'll just observe for now.
I will also remind you against caution against potentially taking a lot of discovery checks. You only have so many rounds to successfully influence this guy. You are certainly welcome to continue trying to discover, but every discovery check is one fewer attempts to increase his influence points.
How many?
You don't know. You know you have 2 so
Okay,
far.
well, that's fine.
There's basically a scale. As you reach
Nice.
certain amounts, you might get more information as it comes to an end that will change his opinion on you. But I will not tell you how long you have to influence how many total rounds or how many points you are searching for. I don't want to gamify it too much.
Yeah.
So
And we already know that we can influence it with religion, right? Or Scoffus
religion
did
did
that.
seem to work, yes.
Then I will do that and maybe mention that we came from Pol-Bailax after Dentolneon's. Wait, that's his name, right? Yes, after
Yep.
Dentolneon's funeral games and the spirit procession.
Sure. I would
I
say
don't
in
know, just
that
mention
case,
that to him.
that might fall a bit more under society if you would like to roll that. Because that's
Okay.
like sharing current events
Sure, yeah.
rather than talking
They're the
about
same
matters
for me,
of
so I
faith.
guess I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I might have a good reason to use legendary beast lore for a check. As
Thanks.
Scoffos is looking over his wounds, kind of try to start up a conversation of how Pegasi are viewed like in the rest of the wider world, how they're seen as paragons of virtue and the companions of heroes across Galarian. They stand against the evils of the world and are a bulwark against the darkness.
He will 100% scoff at you as you say that, but you may roll it.
Okay.
And Scoffos, go ahead and give me your influence check as well.
May I burn a first rank spell slot to also use heal to get a bonus?
Sure, I'll allow that. Yeah, I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus
shit.
on that.
Alright, I'll
I got
just
the
Nice.
scoff.
Get off the thing.
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Flattery has
medicine.
its uses.
Not a -2, +2.
Don't take a -2.
Why did it give me a 1? What?
I don't know.
All right, fine. Another 1. Oh wait.
And Arias,
Whatever,
your
I had
19
an
was a
item
success. Wow. Foundry's weird.
Okay. It's a 26.
26 is a critical success on medicine. So 2 critical successes this round and a regular success. Okay. Bringing you guys to a grand total of 7 influence points. Ton, you talk about stories and how Pegasi are viewed around the world with your many travels and learnings about them. And he seems less engaged in that conversation, but it does, I think, glance perhaps bring up memories of his that he focuses on and sort of loses himself in remembering. And, well, you don't really see, like, wistful expressions on horses, but that might be perhaps a close approximation of what he would be feeling right now. On the other hand, Arias, you talk kind of about current events, what brought you to the island, what the situation is like over in Pol-Bailax, and that actually does seem to more directly get his attention. As you just sort of talk about what's going on in the world. And all of that kind of simultaneously, Scophos, you approach Euchorus like this, and using a bit of magic here and there, you place your hands over the old scars and feel them. They are primarily blade wounds, many blade wounds, and the largest concentration are along his back, between his wings. There are a number on his flanks as well, but the gnarliest scars, what would have been the deepest wounds, are quite close to his wings. You can even just imagine how close he would have been to effectively, not directly dying, but losing a very integral part to a Pegasi. And as you release that healing magic, while there are no active wounds that are directly being healed, it does permeate his body and seem to relieve some lasting pain and tension. He visibly relaxes under your influence. We have one more influence round here, which will bring to an hour total conversation with him, trying to get him to open up. Are there any things people would like to specifically say during this round?
Hmm.
Um,
Could I ask him about his glory days?
You may certainly ask about that.
Try to get him to talk about it a little bit. Hey, what were you like back in the day?
Sure.
A young, strapping Pegasi out to conquer the world kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one of us could just excitedly show off the olive branch. He'll be like, "Bro, I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, he would. He'd be like, I do not give a fuck.
He'd be like, "I don't care."
Let me tell you about our business venture.
We'd be stuck up here for 8 hours waiting for the branch to fall off.
Can we interest you in a job in our meal delivery service?
Would you like to buy a percentage of a portion of the company? You wait. Let's create
We went from we went
a
from Grecian
multi-level marketing scheme with our olive branch.
we went
I
from
guess I would
Grecian mythology
say,
to capitalism.
do your wounds predate? Oh my god, the priesta. Still priestess pathing, or are you fighting something here a lot? Like, he's wondering why
Yeah,
he just hangs on this island,
the
if he
majority
can
of
talk.
them, certainly from that time period. I've not had much need to fight since.
I will maybe mention the um what we've found so far on the island, and specifically ask about, well, I mentioned the outpost and the ruins, and ask maybe about um the hind, and if he's, well, seen it before on the island and in general.
Certainly, yeah.
I'm just gonna ask him to allow us to continue to search the island, and
Oh yeah,
Means
we really need. The
yeah, yeah.
meteor is dangerous, we think, and we'd like to get it off the island, or at least neutralize it.
Yeah.
And all diplomacy, I guess,
Go
for
for
this
it.
round.
On
I
what
do
skill check were
legendary.
you thinking? Yeah, legendary beast lore. Sure.
Yeah. Right.
And Reyes, what skill were you thinking?
I guess I could use legendary beast lore if I asked about the hind, or maybe just like nature
Or
or survival, since I'm asking about the island. I'm not sure.
I would allow you can certainly try any of those you think relevant.
Jericho, question. Can she use esoteric lore with the penalty because she can use it against everything?
Uh, Esoteric lore is a skill for recalling knowledge.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Now, I
Yeah.
believe you don't recall if diverse lore. Yeah, diverse lore just allows you to recall knowledge about any topic at a penalty, but it is specifically a lore skill for recalling knowledge, not for any other use.
Okay, okay.
It's like something like lore master or gossip lore. They are
Oh, okay. We'll
lore
just stick to that.
skills specifically for one specific thing. Normally, esoteric lore is just to recall about creatures. Diverse lore allows it to be about any topic, but at a penalty. Uh, Feel free to make your final influence checks here.
I have a question.
Certainly.
Is this creature higher level than me?
Yes.
Um, so I think I would get the +1 on diplomacy then from my tattoo.
Probably.
Okay.
You've got the Queen Mother, which is yeah,
+1.
+1 circumstance on diplomacy against creatures of a level higher than you. Intimidation on creatures lower level than you. This Pegasus is specifically level 3, so unless you've leveled up without me noticing. Okay. That will be a success for Arias and Scophos, a failure for Ton. Which brings you guys to a grand total of 9 influence points for this encounter. In regards to your question about the hind, Arias, Euchorus does mention that Sophresta was known as the ruler of beasts. Many a creature lived on this island long ago. Not all remain, but there were a number of hinds that have lived and propagated over the years here.
It was a breathtaking sight. We knowing, keeping the legends in mind about uh what they can mean for adventures and heroes. We tried to follow it, but it was too quick for us.
If you are not prepared for them, that is not likely to happen. Han, He actually gets a bit sullen when you ask him to talk about his glory days and his achievements back then. He doesn't necessarily get upset, but closes off a little bit towards you. As this hour of sort of back and forth comes to an end, decently productive conversation, but at the same time, nothing really useful. Scoffos, it's effectively when you ask for permission to continue exploring the island to seek out this meteor, this star that has fallen. If I may be so bold as to ask, you knew Sophrista's name. How much do you know about her and her story?
Don't think we know that much, do we? We just know her name.
You knew her name and that was it?
I only know her name. I don't know any of her stories. But I would be happy to hear them.
I see. It's nothing particularly... I suppose it is impressive to some extent. Sophroista was the hero who slayed the Chimera of Avalos. Terrifying beast that had been long terrorizing the coast, and her slaying was what ascended her to divinity. And from there, she tended to remain. This island was the center of her worship. She had a beautiful shrine here. She lived with her steed. Followers took up residence on the island when two weren't out adventuring. To High Priest Inacleos and her lover Merosine. Was a peaceful time, but eventually, tragically, Sophroista was murdered. Check a note real quick. It was the devoted to glory, Frescorus, that challenged her and slayed her. Her steed was badly injured. He managed to flee. And, well, from there, I wouldn't say this island is cursed, but Sophroista's ghost has long haunted this place. Her high priest, the one who betrayed her, was sealed away as an undead here. Lover has been in slumber ever since, waiting for those capable of laying her beloved to rest to arrive. This is not a peaceful island. Not necessarily even a safe place. You asked whether the star that fell was causing aggression. Creatures that live here have always been aggressive to some extent. There are not the nicest entities that live on this island, and anger and rage are a long-standing affliction. I could not investigate the star that fell too closely. There were a pair of hippogriffs layering in the area where it landed. For better or for worse, they seem to have drunk of the land's power. And chased me off.
So he's talking about like they drank some divinity.
It is well known that Iblydos is a land of mythic power. When he says they are what we would above table consider mythic enemies.
Yeesh.
They have been empowered by Iblydos's mythic power.
Okay. So that's common knowledge, right?
Yeah, like the term mythic power wouldn't necessarily be commonly
Yeah, I just meant
used,
like
but yes, the idea
whatever
of
Iblydos does is doing something to them.
whatever Iblydos does that makes it so flush with latent mythic power, that's what allows hero gods to rise. That sort of terminology would be used to describe creatures that are affected by it, though that is not something that commonly happens. That's another like storied thing, something from myth and legend as opposed to being commonly seen nowadays. But
What was the name of the hero god who he said
who
killed
killed her?
Sophrista?
Yeah, it was Frescorus, the
Okay.
devoted to glory.
And he's the high priest, or
No,
that was
Frescorus
someone
was
else?
effectively a rival hero god. The
Okay,
high
but our high
priest was named Iblydos.
But Frescoros, he challenged her to a duel, and is that how he killed her, or did he like sneak up on her and
If you ask him, like asking Euchorus further, it wasn't a sneak up, it was a challenged battle. However, Sophrista had a weak point, effectively. A long hidden weakness that only those she trusted most closely knew of. Her high priest was one of them, and her high priest sold her out.
so it wasn't a
And
fair fight?
told this weakness to Frescorus, who basically targeted
Used to
it
exploit
immediately.
vulnerability.
Basically, yeah.
Arias,
It's all right.
a chill runs down Arias' spine.
Yeah, sad story.
It is.
So it was
And-
not a fair fight. It was rigged from the jump.
It's a matter of gathering information beforehand.
But something you couldn't possibly have figured out on his own. So
No.
And I
The way Euchorus describes it is that Frescorus envied her powers and knew he couldn't defeat her in a fair fight, so he coaxed Akleos into betraying her weakness.
And I, of course, I could be incorrect, but when you refer to her steed, do you refer to yourself or another?
Euchorus just nods. I refer to myself.
Okay, everybody, new mission. Once we become hero gods, we find Frescoros,
That's
and
chorus.
yeah, we find him and put him in the ground.
Oh, he's long
probably
dead
long
too.
too. Yeah.
This was 2,000 years ago. Hero gods do not
Wow.
live that long. They are still mortal at the end of the day. Age will
So they live
catch
like
up to
what?
them.
They live like a couple centuries.
Couple
and
centuries, probably.
Okay.
If they don't die first, because hero gods are pretty frequently fighting big threats, especially back then, so there aren't
So
many
would
hero
we
gods
be?
that died at old age. They don't typically get that chance.
So that's more of a nowadays thing.
Yeah.
Can I like recall knowledge if we're capable of putting her to rest?
Oh, you may... Yeah, give me a roll.
Hero god lore coming in clutch.
I don't have that.
No, none
Oh,
of you
shit.
have it.
I have religion, but
I mean, theoretically, at this point, she is a ghost. She's a ghost that's been here for some 2,000 years. If anything, got someone here who's quite adept with the spirits of either full or nearly ascended hero gods. There may be something you could do there. Eochorus did mention that Sophraista's lover has been effectively on this island in a deep sleep. Her name is Marosine, waiting for people to come who would be capable of putting her to rest. So you could potentially seek her out and see if there's any way you could get her help or help her. She might have ideas.
okay.
One little thing I forgot to mention that would have been part of the story. Marosine was the one who discovered that Akleos had betrayed Sophrasta and killed him. Fully poisoned him during Sophraista's funeral feast so that he died as well, but he then rose as an undead as well. And Marosine basically said, no, him dying isn't enough. He needs to suffer more. And thus got some help, but got him sealed away on this island to basically be eternally sealed in an undead state as punishment.
Well, I'm gonna turn to the others and say I think we should help them with this.
Khan will nod. I agree. It's not good to let a person's spirit wander forever. They need to rest.
Is Marasine a
Yes,
hero
sir.
god too,
Yes.
or no?
No, Marosine was a poet, a bard, more than anything else, who was like one of those people who followed Sophrasta around trying to chronicle her exploits, and then they eventually just kind of got together. And it went
Okay.
from there.
So like full on castle. Okay.
Yeah, kinda.
Did they have any descendants?
No.
Okay.
Still, maybe Marasine can also help with the meteor, ancient knowledge, and all that. Where is Marasine sleeping?
He will actually give you guys multiple locations because you did quite well. He will give you the location of Marosine's cave, which, based off of like where he describes it being, there's a moment where like, oh damn, maybe that's where the hind was gonna lead us to. It was heading in that general direction. He will also let you know where the crater is, where the star landed, but definitely cautions you against going there. Since, quite dangerous hippogriffs that are far more powerful than normal beasts are there now. He also is of the belief that the meteor's impact weakened the wards placed on Akleos, who is sealed at Sophresta's shrine, and if you all would be willing, would appreciate if you could go check on them and even, perhaps, destroy Akleos once and for all.
That's definitely happening.
Oh yeah.
Then he will point out where Sophresta's shrine is as well. And to perhaps help as a thanks, it's not much, but he'll pop back up to his nest on top of the pillar and bring down a dosage of holy water and hand it off to you guys. May be useful.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay. Do you know what type of undead he became?
Fortunately,
Do you
I'm
know anything about the
not
undead?
certain. After the battle with Rescuers, I was badly injured, and it took me quite a long time to recover enough and make my way back. I didn't even get to speak with Merisine before she went to sleep. I learned about it from the naids that helped put the spell on her. I suppose that
Okay.
might actually be helpful if, depending on the strength of the magic, if you need to seek them out. The descendants of those naids, they might not know much about what their ancestors did so long ago, but they do still have a presence, a grotto on this island. And I'll point out that location as well.
Wow, we got a lot of stuff to do
You got a lot.
Yeah.
next session.
I think the last thing Scaphos would ask is about if he witnessed the attack that happened on the
that
followers.
attack. I'm actually going to roll a retroactive perception check. We're going to leave this up to the dice.
Already.
He shakes his head. I saw the aftermath, and I was the one who took word to the mainland that what had happened, but unfortunately, I did not see who attacked them. I saw those who were here visiting the island and came across their corpses the next morning. Man rolled a natural 2 on his perception check.
oh,
Yikes.
Like Scaphos to throw a rock off the mountain. Just, damn it.
Just kick the rock. Just
Yeah. Man, these people are so good at hiding their tracks.
It's kind of their hallmark.
Yep.
They got to be good at it to get away with what they're doing. All right. As your conversation with Iakoros comes to an end, which actually let me rename that point on the map. Specifically, I'll note that it's his nest here so you know. That is where we are going to end off session. He does promise an additional reward should you successfully destroy Akleos once and for all, but he mentions that in passing as you guys are leaving. Doesn't really put emphasis on it or anything. But as you guys finish your conversation with him and begin heading back to the beach camp where you will meet up with Sapple's group, but Dikaios' group fails to return. That is where we're going to end off for tonight.
Dikaios, no!
Minutes first.
Much learned. Seems a lot going on in a lot of places that need exploring that might be slightly too dangerous to let the other groups be in charge of. And perhaps even now something has happened to one of the other groups on this expedition. we'll leave that for next week, though, to determine exactly what the case is. So, thank you all so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what's